Hey guys, check it out. The people at TACKLIFE have sent me a battery-powered lawnmower for me to check out. I'm going to be doing a review on this, and here's the box. And the first thing we're going to do is open it up and see what's in there. Okay, so here's what comes with it. You got the bagger over there, and we've got the charger, and we've got the 40-volt battery, the instruction book, hardware, and then the mower itself. And I'll just look quickly in the instructions to see how it goes together, and then we will put this thing together and see what's next. Okay, so assembly was really easy, and I just want to show a few of the features on this thing. First of all, watch this. I mean, it really doesn't hardly weigh anything. And I just wanted to show the underneath here. This is, so let me grab the camera. So what we have here is a 16-inch cut, about a 16-inch cut. I just put a ruler on it, and that's basically what I saw. It does have, now the whole thing is plastic except for the blade is metal. And it is not self-propelled. This is something that is maybe considered a good thing or a bad thing. Of course, like I just showed, the whole mower weighs nothing, hardly. So I don't think it's going to be an issue to push at all. And then, of course, there's no propulsion system to brake, and also no propulsion system to drain the battery. I think that that's going to be a big issue with all the battery-powered lawn mowers, is how long you can get the battery to stretch. So let me put this back on the ground. Try to put it back on the ground. There we go. I had forgotten to show inside here, there is also a key. You put the battery in, and then you put this key in. And then it's just a trip to see lawnmower that has a handle. And the bagger has a handle as well, and it's got this little window there that you can see inside the grass catcher to see how full it is. And then if you want to mulch, instead of bagging, it has the mulch plug in there. And that is about it. So, okay, over here is the height control. And as much as it has all these numbers, 1 through 6, I remember reading that it has a 1 through 3 inch cut. So it doesn't have a very high cut, and it doesn't have a very wide cut. But this can be a really good thing because it is extremely light. And if you have a really, really small yard, like you're in a small home with a small yard, and you find it hard to handle a full-size push mower, this is very light, somewhat small, and very easy to deal with. I need 2 hands to do that, but you get the idea. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the battery on the charger, and then we will go find some grass to mow with it tomorrow and see what it can do. Okay, and there we go. So I thought that maybe just showing it in action was gonna do the best explaining. As you could see, it sucked up leaves really good, like a vacuum cleaner. And on some of the scenes I was mulching, some of them I was bagging. I didn't label. Obviously the ones where the bag wasn't on, it was mulching, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it was bagging if it had the bag on, because it could have had the mulching plug in. Now right here I want to show, this is all the way up, level 6, which is 3 inches, and I want to show that that is actually 3 inches there off the concrete. But I found that it was able to cut the St. Augustine, like this grass, at 4 inches because it's so light, so extremely light. It's able to it doesn't sink down into the grass, and so it mows just fine at 4 inches on St. Augustine anyway. But I had absolutely no problems with it. It was no problem to push at all, not even slightly, because I don't know what it weighs, but it's like it's not even there. Pushing it is no problem. Now I wanted to point out that this is a skinnier mower than a regular mower. It's 16 inches wide, but probably a little bit wider at the rear there. And a regular push mower is about 20 inches, 20 to 22 inches. So it's about 4 to 6 inches skinnier than the average mower. So that can be good or bad. Obviously, if you have 2 acres, it's not the mower for you, or if you have a big yard. But if you have a small yard and with some tight areas, this thing's perfect. Especially if you're not particularly strong or agile. You don't want to pull a pull cord. Doesn't have a pull cord. Doesn't weigh hardly anything. It's no problem whatsoever. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, I never did actually zap the battery. I ran it for up to, like an hour between the days, and I charged in between, but I never got to the point where it was running low, so I don't know how long the battery would last if you were going. But it's actually fun. It's very quiet. It's pretty strong. It does bog down a bit in the mulching stage in the thicker grass, as you can imagine it would. But in the same grass, if you were bagging, it sails right through. It would be neat if it had a side discharge, but it doesn't. Something down the road I might want to experiment with, but that's about all I have to say. I appreciate TACKLIFE sending it to me, and I hope this is I think this is a very fair review. Of course, I use much bigger, much stronger equipment most of the time, and so this is really more of a fun thing. But it's if you saw how easy it is to pick it up and throw it in the truck, for the small jobs, I might actually use it commercially, really. So that pretty much wraps it up. Thanks for watching, everybody, and thank you, TACKLIFE, and we'll see you in the next video.